Hi students. Okay, today we'll discuss regarding one of the topic called menstrual cycle. Okay, we'll discuss regarding this menstrual cycle. Okay, what happens in this menstrual cycle? Okay, this reproductive cycle in case of the females, you will call it as a menstrual cycle. Okay, what is this? Which is a reproductive cycle in case of females. Okay, and if you see, the first menstruation begins at the puberty. Okay, this first menstruation that is going to be begins at puberty, that you will call it as menarche. Okay, that you will call it as a menarche. Okay, the first menstruation during the puberty, that you will call it as menarche, and this menstruation is going to be repeated, that is average interval. Okay, this menstruation, if you see, this menstruation is going to be repeated at an average interval. See, that is 28 to 29 days. That means for every 28 to 29 days this menstruation is going to be repeated. See here what happens, whatever the cyclical events, okay, that is going to be taking from one menstruation to the next. Okay, that is cyclical events from one menstruation to the next. Okay, see, that means what are the different cyclical events that is going to be taking place from one menstruation to the next. Okay, that you will call it as a menstrual cycle. Okay, we'll discuss what is this menstrual cycle and what are the different cyclical events that is going to be taking place during this menstrual cycle. Is it clear what is this menstrual cycle? That means whatever the cyclical events that is going to be taking place from one menstruation to the next, that you will call it as a menstrual cycle. See, that means what happens during this menstrual cycle, only one ovum is going to be released during each menstrual cycle. Okay, whatever this menstrual cycle, you are calling it as only one ovum is going to be released during one menstrual cycle, and that process you will call it as ovulation. Is it clear? That means the release of ovum, you will call it as ovulation. And you remember, for each menstrual cycle only one ovum is going to be released. Okay, we'll see what are the different phases or what are the different cyclical events in case of this menstrual cycle. Okay, the first one is, you will call it as the menstrual phase. Okay, the first phase you will call it as a menstrual phase. Okay, we are discussing one by one what are the different phases of this menstrual cycle. The first one is the menstrual phase. Okay, see here in this menstrual phase, what happens, there will be a menstrual flow occurs. Here what happens, there will be a menstrual flow that is going to be occurs, and it is going to be lasts for 3 to 5 days. Okay, that means depends on the individuals, it lasts for 3 to 5 days. Okay, this menstrual flow, okay, this menstrual flow is mainly due to the breakdown of endometrium. Clear? Breakdown of endometrium, already we have discussed in the female reproductive system what is this endometrium. Clear? See, breakdown of this endometrial lining. Clear? And its blood vessels. Okay, and its blood vessels which will be forming a liquid. Clear? And this liquid is going to be ejected out through the vagina. Is it clear? See what happens during this menstrual flow, there will be a breakdown of endometrial lining and its blood vessels which will be forming a liquid that is going to be passed out through this vagina. Clear? Next, what happens, menstruation occurs only if the ovum is not fertilized. Clear? If the ovum is not fertilized, okay, then only the menstruation or this menstrual flow, whatever we had seen, that is going to be observed only if the ovum is not fertilized. Okay, that means if you see the lack of menstruation, that means no menstruation that is going to be occurs, means which is an indication of the pregnancy. See, not always lack of menstruation which is an indication of pregnancy. Sometimes what happens, because of stress or because of poor health also, you are going to be observe this lack of menstruation. Okay, so don't get confused here. Only pregnancy means there is lack of menstruation. It is not the case. Lack of menstruation is also because of some cases, like because of stress or because of poor health conditions also, you are going to be observe this lack of menstruation. Clear? See, during this menstruation phase, what happens, whatever the two hormones, the main hormones in case of female reproductive system, I told you the estrogen and progesterone, both these hormones, that is estrogen as well as progesterone, this will be produced in very low levels. Okay, during this phase, what happens during the menstrual flow for these 3 to 5 days, what happens, the estrogen as well as the progesterone levels will be very less. Clear? So that what happens, which will be leading to the irritability as well as the mood changes. Okay, you are going to be observe the irritability as well as mood changes you are going to be observed because of the decreased levels of hormones during this menstrual phase. Okay, this is all regarding the menstrual phase that is going to be last for only 3 to 5 days. Okay, that phase you will call it as a menstrual phase. Okay, and the next phase you will call it as a follicular phase. Okay, you will call it as follicular phase, or you will also call it as ovulatory phase. Clear? Follicular phase, or you will also call it as ovulatory phase. Here what happens, the primary follicles, that is going to be grows and it is going to be converts into a mature Graafian follicle. Clear? Whatever the primary follicles that will be present here, that is going to be grows and it is converted into a mature Graafian follicle. Clear? See, as this process is going to be carrying out, that is primary follicles is converted into a mature Graafian follicle, simultaneously what happens, there will be regeneration of endometrium. Okay, that means endometrium regeneration you are going to be observed through the proliferation process. Clear? See, what happens here, I told you during the menstrual phase there will be a breakdown of this endometrial lining. Clear? See, that is going to be regenerated back during this follicular phase. Okay, that means whenever the primary follicles grows and it is converted into this mature Graafian follicle, simultaneously what happens, this endometrium is going to be regenerated through the process of proliferation. Clear? See, this is going to be carried out in case of the ovary. Clear? That means primary follicles converts into the mature Graafian follicles in case of the ovaries. Clear? And endometrium regeneration, this is going to be taking place in case of the uterus. Clear? See, this process in case of ovary and the uterus, these changes are induced by the pituitary and the ovarian hormones. Okay, these two will be influenced by, that is both the pituitary as well as the ovarian hormones. Clear? That means definitely these two things will be influenced by this pituitary as well as the ovarian hormones. See, what happens here, there will be secretions of, that is luteinizing hormone as well as follicle stimulating hormones. These are going to be increased during this follicular phase in response to these pituitary hormones. Clear? Sorry, in response to the pituitary gland as well as ovaries, that means luteinizing hormone as well as follicle stimulating hormones will be increased. See, as these levels are increased, here what happens, these secretions will be very high and it is reached to the peak level on the 14th day. Clear? On the 14th day what happens, definitely these levels will be reached to a very peak level. So what happens, see, first initially these levels will be increased. This will be stimulate follicular development and the secretions of the estrogens. Okay, I told you, see, from the pituitary gland, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormones will be released. Okay, these released hormones will be stimulating this ovary for the release of the estrogen. Clear? See, generally how this estrogen hormones is going to be released in response to the pituitary hormones. But these levels will be reached to very peak level on the 14th day. See, on the 14th day, what happens during this phase, the estrogen levels is also very high at the 14th day. So both these luteinizing hormone as well as the estrogen, which will be leading to the rupture of Graafian follicle, will be leading to the rupture of Graafian follicle and finally releases the ovum. Okay, see that's why you will call it as ovulatory phase or the follicular phase. Is it clear? See, in this follicular phase, what happens? The primary follicles grows and it is converted into a mature Graafian follicles. This is going to be taking place in the ovary. Simultaneously, what happens? The endometrium is going to be regenerated with the help of this proliferation. Clear? See, these two will be influenced by the pituitary as well as the ovarian hormones. Clear? This pituitary hormones like luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormones will be increased, which will be stimulating the ovary for the release of ovarian hormones like mainly the estrogens. Clear? See, these two levels will be reached to very peak levels on the 14th day. So what happens after reaching the peak levels on the 14th day? Mainly the luteinizing hormone as well as estrogen that will be useful for the rupture of this matured Graafian follicle. So automatically which will be releasing the ovum. Okay, this is the second phase that you will call it as a follicular phase. Okay, next we will see what is the third phase of this menstrual cycle that you will call it as luteal phase. Okay, third phase you will call it as a luteal phase. See, in this luteal phase, what happens? Remaining part of Graafian follicle. Okay, whatever the remaining part of Graafian follicle. Okay, that means I told you the Graafian follicle is going to be ruptured and releases the ovum. Clear? Whatever the remaining part of the Graafian follicle will be present, which will be transforms into the corpus luteum. Okay, it is going to be transforms into the corpus luteum. Now this corpus luteum is going to be secretes very large amount of progesterone. Okay, here if you see the role of this progesterone hormone, this corpus luteum is going to be secreting very large amount of the progesterone, and this progesterone that will be useful for maintaining of endometrium. Okay, for maintaining of endometrium. See, that means if you remember here, if there is a presence of progesterone, the endometrium breakdown doesn't take place. That means menstruation doesn't occur in the presence of this progesterone. Clear? See, definitely what happens during the pregnancy itself, the progesterone levels will be increased. I already told you placenta also secretes this progesterone. That means if there is a presence of progesterone, means there is no chance of occurring of the menstrual cycle. Clear? See, that means this will be useful for maintaining of endometrium. See, this maintaining of the endometrium, that will be necessary for the implantation of fertilized ovum. Okay, useful for implantation of fertilized ovum and also other events that is going to be taking place during the pregnancy. Is it clear? See, what happens in this luteal phase? That means we are discussing regarding the pregnant woman, what happens this case. That is, remaining part of the Graafian follicle is converts into the corpus luteum. Now this corpus luteum secreting large amount of the progesterone. This will be useful for the maintaining of the endometrium. Clear? See, this is necessary for the implantation of fertilized ovum as well as the other events that is going to be taking place in the pregnancy. See, but what happens in case of a normal woman if the ovum is not fertilized? Clear? See, suppose if the ovum is not fertilized in case of the normal woman, what happens? Definitely this corpus luteum is going to be degenerates. Definitely whatever this corpus luteum that will be present, totally it is going to be degenerates in case of the normal woman, and which will be leading to the disintegration of endometrium. Totally which will be leading to the disintegration of endometrium. That means which will be leading to the breakdown of the endometrium, which will be leading to again the menstruation is going to be taking place. Clear? See, after 14 days what happens, definitely which will be coming to the next phase, you will call it as a luteal phase. See, that means the total cycle I told you 28 to 29 days. Okay, once the 14 days has been completed, next 14 days you are going to be observe this phase, you will call it as a luteal phase. Okay, this luteal phase, what happens in case of pregnant women, these are the events you are going to be observed. But in case of the normal women, what happens, the corpus luteum is going to be degenerates, which will be leading to the disintegration of the endometrium, again which will be leading to the menstruation. That means again we are reaching the first phase, that is the menstruation phase again. Okay, these are the three cyclical events that is going to be taking place together. These three phases you will call it as a menstrual cycle. Is it clear? See, that means what are the three different phases? The first one we will call it as a menstrual phase, next one is the follicular phase or the ovulatory phase, and the third phase you will call it as a luteal phase. Is it clear? At the end of the luteal phase again, which will be reaching to the stage of the menstrual phase. Clear? See, if you see this menstrual cycle at the age of 50 years, clear, definitely this menstruation is going to be ceases. Clear? See, this you will call it as a menopause. See, but which is not the case in case of the males. Okay, still the sperms are going to be produced in the old age also. But if you see in case the females, definitely what happens, the release of ovum is going to be ceased. Clear? Definitely at the age of 50 years, that you will call it as a menopause. Okay, this is all regarding the menstrual cycle. I hope you understood this menstrual cycle. Thank you so much.